Today, let's talk about passing your Series 7 exam. My name's Dave Meshkov, one of the Series 7 instructors at Knopman Marks, and I've trained thousands of people to pass their exams. Let's talk about how you can pass yours. This video is going to cover three main topics. What's the Series 7 all about? What to expect on the day of your exam? And what's the path you're going to follow to be in a position to pass on your first attempt? The Series 7 is an entry-level exam, and it covers a whole range, the entire securities industry. You need to know about the products, the customers, and the rules and regs that oversee the securities markets. And you have to know the big picture, you have to understand how all these pieces work together, and simultaneously, you're responsible for the granular, minute details. That's what makes it such a challenging exam. On top of that, the test itself is hard. It's a 6-hour exam, 250 graded multiple choice questions, plus 10 experimental, and the passing score is 72%. Now, what's the day of your exam going to be like? I always share this with my students because it's very important that you're psychologically ready for what that day is going to be like. You got to know what the playing field is going to look like. And what I want you to be able to do is get in there and deliver all the knowledge that you've accumulated during your study process. So, day of your exam, get there 20 to 30 minutes before your scheduled appointment. Have your valid photo identification ready. And know that anything you bring, your notes, your textbook, your purse, your briefcase, your phone, food or drink, all of it gets locked in a locker. And after that, you're going to go through a whole security screening. And I tell this to people because they may not expect it. And what you don't want to have happen is have you be confused or unaware of what the heck's going on here. After you go through the screening, they're going to give you a 4-function calculator, some scratch paper, and a marker. And they're going to escort you into the testing room. Now, the actual exam itself is going to be administered in 2 3-hour sections. Each section has 130 questions, 125 graded, 5 experimental pre-test questions. And one of the things I always share with my students is how these sections are structured. And so the way that FINRA does it is it starts you off each section with some easy questions. Now, many people feel that these are more difficult, but that's your nerves. As you move through the section, the questions get harder and harder and harder. And there's 2 things that I always want students to remember. One is you can't project your performance. You can't get halfway through the section and feel like, oh man, I'm not doing as well as I thought. Because you've only seen easy, medium, and hard questions, not realizing that the questions are going to get easier at the end. And so the second thing that you want to remember is that at about 2/3, that after you've been at it for 90 minutes or maybe 2 hours, that you may want to take what I call an unscheduled break. You raise your hand, the proctor comes over, and you ask to use the restroom. And what you're aiming to do is get a little physical movement in the body, get the blood flowing, and critically, let your mind have a little moment's rest. And what you're thinking about while you're using the restroom or washing your hands or having a drink of water in the lobby is, I've got 30 more questions, I've got 40 more questions that are easy by design. And I'm going to be focused, I'm going to pay attention to detail, and no careless errors from here to the end of my section. If you do find yourself running out of time, be sure you finish and select an answer for every question. There's no penalty for guessing. And when you're ending the second section, know that it's going to score you in real time. Your results get sent back to FINRA, and then the computer starts thinking, and the mouse is spinning, and spinning, and spinning. And then after 10 long seconds, it finally gives you your result, passing score 72%, and you've been successful. Now, how are you going to get there? Here at Knopman Marks, we lay out 3 key resources that you need to have whether you're studying with us or with anyone else. You're going to be using a textbook that's going to cover all the groundwork, laying out all the concepts that you're responsible for. You're going to want to have a classroom where you can use the instructor to give you guidance and insight, whether that's live or online. And finally, you have to have practice exams that let you deliver and execute on the knowledge that you have. This process could take you 6 to 8 weeks, between 100 and 125 hours. Like I said, the Series 7's not easy, but you can 100% do it. Thanks for watching this video, and good luck on your exam.